Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is a very short message from Farina Siddiqui, once again talking about marital problems. You see, a lot of times I see moms, most commonly, and some dads actually use their kids for their emotional dumyards. They're not your waste bins. They're not your emotional waste bins. So do not share your marital problems, bad stuff about your spouses, each other, right, or your in-laws. Do not treat your child with a very, very young and delicate brain to be exposed to this kind of filth and this kind of toxic behavior or toxic mentality or toxic emotional dump. Do not treat your child as your psychologist. Do not treat your child as your counselor. A lot of moms do that. When they have a problem with their husbands, they use their child as their counselor, their therapist. They're not. Their human brains are not capable to take that much trauma, to take that much stress, and to absorb it properly. It stays in their system for the long time, and in their later years, it haunts them. So please, please, please do not use your young children and their young brains and their young hearts as your emotional dump yard. They're not there for you to absorb all that from you, right? If you have a problem with your in-laws, go talk to them. If you have a problem with your husband, go talk to him. If you have a problem with anybody else, your workplace, your colleague, your neighbor, or anybody else, go talk to them or go talk to a therapist. Your child is not your therapist. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has entrusted you this child or multiple children. If Allah has bestowed you with so many children, they are there as an amanah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're there for you to nurture them. They're there for you to protect them emotionally, physically, mentally, and psychologically. It's not the other way around. So do not treat them as your psychologist. Do not treat them as your therapist. Do not treat them as your dump yard, I would say repeatedly, because there has been a lot of observations. There has been a lot of cases that I'm seeing as a youth mentor among youth, which is caused by the trauma that they receive from their mom. Or you know what, I had a fight with my sister or sister-in-law or my husband. You know what, your dad is like a dog. Oh my God, I really want to leave your dad. So imagine that young brain who's actually seeing that happy-go-lucky family environment, and they're happy, the dad loves mom and mom loves dad, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, they hear these kind of sentences, and the dream house or the dream vision about a beautiful house is shattered, and it stays. So they live in uncertainty, they live in insecurities, and they live in trauma, thinking their parents will be separated anytime now. And it's just, for you, it's just a fight or a casual dispute with the husband. Think about it. Don't do that, because Allah entrusted these